Welcome back to Grand Structures. This is the New York City subway. It is one of the oldest, largest, and most famous transit systems on Earth. A 665-mile colossus that moves 3 million people every single day. It is the 24/7, 365-day-a-year steel heart that pumps life into the world's financial capital. And it is dying. It's a grand structure built for the Gilded Age, now crumbling in the 21st century. It's plagued by 100-year-old technology, chronic breakdowns, and catastrophic delays. It's a system so old, its core operating system is literally, in some places, pre-World War II. Now, New York is staging the most expensive, desperate rescue mission in public transit history. A $68.4 billion capital plan. It's a sum of money so vast, it could build dozens of new modern systems from scratch. So this is the ultimate $68 billion question. Can this money actually fix this 100-year-old giant? Or is this grand structure of bureaucracy and decay so broken that this money will simply be swallowed? Today, we're not just looking at a subway. We're looking at a rescue, or the world's most expensive funeral. To understand the $68 billion, you first have to understand the real problem. It's not the graffiti, it's not the rats, it's this. This is a fixed block signal. It is the core technology that runs the entire NYC subway, and it was state-of-the-art in 1930. The way it works is simple and insane. Imagine the subway track is a highway, divided into 1,000-foot blocks. The rules are simple. A train cannot enter a block until the train in front of it has completely left the block. This is done with track circuits. When a train's metal wheels roll over a block, it completes a circuit which a relay in a trackside hut knows is occupied. That relay then turns the signal light in the previous block red. The system doesn't know how fast the train is going. It doesn't know where in the 1,000-foot block the train is. It only knows occupied or empty. The result? Signal-related delays. It means that even if a train is at the far end of a block, the train behind it must wait at the entrance, creating a cascade of delays. You can't run trains closer together. You can't run them faster. The system is physically, fundamentally limited by its 100-year-old dumb brain. Now, look at this. This is CBTC, or Communications-Based Train Control. This is what Hong Kong and every other modern system uses. There are no blocks. Instead, the train and the track are in constant digital communication. A transponder on the track tells the train exactly where it is, and the train constantly reports its speed and location back to a central computer. The result? You can run trains 60 seconds apart, not 6 minutes. The computer knows the exact location of every train, creating a moving block that is perfectly safe and hyper-efficient. It's the difference between an abacus and an iPhone. The $68 billion is not just for cleaning stations. It's a plan to rip the 1930s brain out of this grand structure and replace it with a 21st century one. And they have to do it while the system is still running. So where is this mountain of money going? It's a three-front war. Priority 1, the brain transplant. The biggest chunk of the money is dedicated to finally installing CBTC on the subway's most critical lines. This is the impossible part. It's not just new software, it's physical engineering. It means thousands of workers spending nights and weekends ripping up 100-year-old concrete, pulling out ancient fabric-wrapped cables, and laying down millions of feet of fiber optics, antennas, and transponders. It's like performing open-heart surgery on a patient while they're running a marathon. Priority 2, the accessibility crisis. This is the grand structure's other great failure. Today, only about 30% of the New York City subway is accessible to people with disabilities. That's a violation of the 1990 Americans with Disabilities Act. But how do you install an elevator in a station that was built in 1904? It's an engineering nightmare. You're not just digging a hole, you're drilling through a century-old fossilized spaghetti of sewer lines, power conduits, and water mains, all of which are poorly mapped. You're digging next to active tracks, often into the bedrock of Manhattan itself. The plan calls for making 81 more stations accessible. Each one is a bespoke multi-million-dollar grand structure project in itself. Priority 3, the new blood. The rest of the money goes to buying thousands of new, modern subway cars to replace the 1970s rust buckets, rebuilding crumbling stations, and, crucially, continuing the other grand structure project, Phase 2 of the 2nd Avenue Subway, a project that holds the world record for the most expensive subway track ever built, at over $3 billion per mile. The plan is ambitious, the technology is proven, the $68.4 billion is for the first of on the table. This should work. And yet, almost no one in New York believes it will, because the real grand structure that needs to be fixed isn't the subway. It's the MTA, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority itself. This is where the story turns from engineering to pathology. This is the grand structure of bureaucracy, and it has a cost disease that is unmatched on Earth. Remember that $3 billion per mile 2nd Avenue subway? The same project with the same geology costs about $500 million per mile in Paris, or London, or Hong Kong. Why? It's not just one thing, it's everything. It's labor contracts that require 25 people to do a job that takes 10 in Hong Kong. It's a universe of private consultants that charge billions for management that would be done in-house elsewhere. It's a total lack of standardized design, meaning that every new elevator shaft, every new signal installation is a brand new, custom-designed, one-of-a-kind project which adds billions. It's a grand structure of competing agencies, unions, politicians, and contractors, all designed to extract money from the system, not to fix it. So we come back to our $68.4 billion question. Can this money save the New York City subway? The tragedy is, we don't know. The money is, for the first of, almost enough. The engineering, while massive, is possible. The CBTC brain is ready, the elevators are designed, the new cars are waiting. But the $68.4 billion is just the medicine. It's being injected into a patient, the MTA, that is so pathologically sick, so defined by its own bureaucratic decay, that it may simply absorb the medicine and produce nothing. This is the ultimate grand structures test. It's not about man versus nature or man versus geology. It's about man versus himself. About a city's ambition fighting its own crippling bureaucracy. The $68.4 billion is a bet that this time will be different. But if it's not, this won't be a grand structure of renewal. It will be the most expensive and most public failure in American history. Do you think $68 billion is enough to fix a broken system? Or is the bureaucracy too big to fail and too big to fix? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this look into the impossible world of engineering, be sure to subscribe to Grand Structures. Thanks for watching.